Welcome to the Hartley Show. We're here at the fantastic Tasmanian Comics Connection, 3618 East Hastings. And of course, we got these fantastic employees. You got Roberto over there.
Hello.
Smiling Steve. And some gal by the name of Jessica hidden somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, there she is over there. Hide and seek with the employees of Taz Comics. Totally fantastic store. Huge, giant, super awesome. So we're going to cover the Flashpoint stuff. And of course, covering the Flashpoint stuff, the first thing you got to do is what led to Flashpoint and, the reason for the name Flashpoint, the Flash. The Jeff Johns reinvigoration of Barry Allen Flash, the second Flash, the Silver Age Flash, is ended with issue 12 of the series, which leads into this big storyline right now called Flashpoint. It's got a lot of hubbub, this storyline. And it's not so much because of the storyline itself, but it's because of what it leads up to. DC is relaunching all their books, as everybody in the world of comics knows now. They're relaunching 52 new number one issues, and Flashpoint will be the catalyst for all this stuff. Nobody really knows what's going on. It's a relaunch, it's a reboot. They're saying it's a relaunch. They're saying it's not a reboot, but some of the things are being rebooted a little bit. But really, at this point, they've, Warner Brothers made everybody sign these non-disclosure agreements, so we won't really know until the books are out. Regardless, Flashpoint is a lot of fun. Flashpoint is about the universe has been altered, the timeline has been altered, rather, by Professor Zoom, the classic Flash nemesis, and the Flash no longer has powers. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I don't want to spoil, but basically the universe isn't what it used to be. It's dark, it's gloomy, Wonder Woman's a bad guy, Aquaman's a bad guy. They got this cool little world map they threw in the back of what's going on. You can see it's just a giant war zone, and the world's just a clusterfuck. I think I could say that, clusterfuck. It's a shit stack. It's not good times. Shit stack? Did you just make up a word? One of the big characters in this series that they're trying to revitalize is a character that Jeff Johns has been trying to revitalize for years and years, and I think I could actually even say about a decade now. Cyborg. He's sort of the Superman of the world at the moment. He's America's #1 hero. And ever since way back to Flash Our Worlds of War, back when Wally was the Flash, you had Jeff Johns revitalizing Cyborg. Now, of course, that's this kind of weirder, I'm just going to flat out say it, more gay look. Check him out. He's like half robotic and walking around in his ginch. I love Cyborg and all that, but what, really? He's running around in gold undies, He's solid gold Cyborg. Anyways, I love Cyborg, and they changed his look very quickly. But Jeff Johns is, just trying to breathe some life into Cyborg, and Cyborg will be part of the Justice League comic coming out by Jeff Johns and June Lee, which is probably going to be amazing. Now, because it's an alternate universe Flashpoint, there's a ton of different books. You've got the Flashpoint Abin Sur book. In this universe, Hal Jordan isn't Green Lantern, and Abin Sur is still alive, so he's the Green Lantern. I did read this quickly, though. It seemed all right. I wasn't terribly thrilled with it, I won't lie to you. And most of the Flashpoint books are 3-issue series. They also have a Batman in the world. I'm not going to tell you who this Batman is, but he might not be Bruce Wayne. Now, this book's really quite interesting. It's written by Brian Azzarello and drawn by Eduardo Rizzo. This is the team behind 100 Bullets. This is probably the most indie of all the books. It has sort of an indie feel. It's a gritty, dark book. And the concept behind this is this version of Batman, what makes him all of his money is Wayne Casino. So the whole idea is that Batman is using crime to fund his crime fighting. Kind of a cool idea. And I thought this was a fun read. Of course, you got Booster Gold as part of the series as well. It's the only non-Flashpoint book. That's to say, it's just the regular Booster Gold series. Booster Gold being the time-traveling hero. Booster Gold, the best hero you never knew of. What do they call him? The greatest hero you never knew of? Best hero you never knew of. He still remembers the previous timeline, and he's trying to figure things out, and there's Cyborg on the cover there, and all basically the main players. You got the Captain Marvel of this universe is called Captain Thunder, Cyborg, Batman, Abin Sur, and Sandman, who hasn't done much right now. And of course, Citizen Cold, not Captain Cold in this universe. Another book we got going on here is Flashpoint Deathstroke. It's what's going on with Slade Wilson. In this universe, he's sort of like a pirate. He's like a head pirate. What do you call him? Like a captain, I guess. I don't know. He's a head pirate. A pirate leader. Har ye swabbies. They don't show any raping or nothing, but he's going around killing people. Lots of heads being lopped off in this book. I'm trying to contain my excitement. I think I just dropped a little load in my pants there, actually. I apologize. Nipples got a little hard, a little down there. It's a good book. I really enjoy it, and I love Deathstroke. He's a fantastic character. And then, of course, you got the Emperor Aquaman book. In this universe, Aquaman's a total badass. He's running around killing people left, right, and center. He's got scars all over his face. It's kind of neat. And the idea about him, more or less, I guess, is that he grew up excluded from humanity. He wasn't raised by his father. He's become more warlike and Atlantean and blah, 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 blah. Fun book. Of course, you got the World of Flashpoint book. This introduces a new character whose name I'm totally drawing a blank on right now. This character here in the cover, she's some sort of a magic-wielding character. And this sort of gives you an idea of what's going on with the rest of the world and so on and so forth. A fairly enjoyable book as well. And, of course, I got to include Frankenstein and the Creatures of the Unknown. It's by Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire will be one of the few writers that gets to hold on to his Flashpoint thing. After Flashpoint, when they reboot everything, there will be a Frankenstein book, and it will be written by Jeff Lemire. I'm quite a fan of this take on Frankenstein, which was created by Grant Morrison. He's a cool, he's sort of like Hellboy in the DCU. He really is what you think of Frankenstein in the traditional sense of, reanimated dead parts, but he's more like Hellboy in the sense that he's got his shit together, he's an awesome fighter, and he kicks ass.
Fire bad.
Fire bad, yeah. My favorite book so far of the series has been Flashpoint Secret 7. This is drawn by my favorite penciler of all time, George Perez. They got some other fill-in artists as well in the book. It's totally fantastic. This follows Rack Shade the Changing Man. And it's written by Peter Milligan, who hasn't written mainstream DC Universe stuff for quite some time. He was the guy that wrote the Shade the Changing Man series through Vertigo. I think he did over 60 issues of it, so it's neat to see him handling Shade within the confines of the DCU, and it's drawn by frickin' George Perez. It's fantastic. Enjoy the heck out of this. Of course, you've also got Citizen Cold. The book. It's Captain Cold, classic Flash villain. In this universe, he's sort of a good guy. Of course, sort of is the emphasis here, because he's still Captain Cold. He's still Len Snart. That's right, I said Len Snart. His name is Len Snart. Tells you right there he's probably not that well adjusted. Yeah, totally fun book. And of course, it's drawn and written by Scott Collins, an artist I think is totally fantastic. There you go. It shows him having a face-off with, of course, the guy he should have a face-off with, Mr. Freeze. Cold guy versus cold guy. And another fun book. Well, there you go. Flashpoint. Cock and balls. Ciao.